2K TV. We have an exciting episode for you coming up with some big news. But first, we need to congratulate the 2021 NBA MVP, Nikola Jokic. And to celebrate, we are giving away VC. Yes, I said it, VC. So I'm turning it over to Chris Manning with some 2K TV Interactive.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the free and the whole.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much. What a great comeback story for Derrick Rose. His resilience over the years of injuries has been rewarded. He says everybody struggles. People pretend like they don't. My down days were on TV, so I couldn't hide. The whirlwind I was in, I always stayed calm. I think that's just part of who I am. It's my character. Kevin?
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. And now the New York Knicks starters. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Jay, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or mid-season?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. And the layup is good.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for New York. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Bounce pass from Randall. Shoots. And that's Jokic with the rebound. Here's Jay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Julius Randle picks one up. Denver shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Good on the second free throw. Now here's Rose. 17 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
He hits both from the stripe.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Murray, the pass to Jay. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
I like the athleticism of Murray, just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Back to Rose. Outside Robinson. Barrett against Murray. Robinson kicks to Rose. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Boy, you look at Rose and you just love the imagination he brings to his offensive game. You know, this guy is constantly pushing the boundaries of his basketball ability.
Here's Jay. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Pass to Barrett. Back to Rose. Randall surveying the D. And the shot goes down.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Murray against Rose. Tries it from the top of the key. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Red hot so far. 4 for 4. Cooking with gas. Couldn't draw it up any better.
Taken away. Here's Jay. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jay's got 5.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss, where they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Here's Rose. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Pass to Millsap. Shoots a fader, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, passes it to Barrett. The feed to Randall. Over Murray. Randall no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
No good from Jay.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Here's Rose. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Rose has got his second bucket of the game to go.
But, you know, if you're the defense, that's all you can do. Rose is just a force on the offensive end.
Millsap passes to Jay. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Randall outside. Here's Barrett. Finished off the break.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
The pass to Jokic. Over Robinson. Rose against Murray. And he comes up with the deuce.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
Millsap's against Barrett. Over in the corner, Randall. Lets the 3 fly. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. To the left wing. Pass to Jay. Back to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Jay, the pass to Porter. Over Barrett. They get the rebound. Jokic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Jokic using that big body to his advantage. He's so skilled and crafty. at getting the position he needs to corral those rebounds.
Gordon's checked in for Paul Millsap. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Brooks is checked in. Now here's Rose. He's got 6. Pass to Robinson. Rose scanning the floor. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Here's Jay, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Now here's Burks. He's guarded closely. Robinson misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. 6-point lead. Gordon inside. Randall on him. Now here's Murray. He's covered by Rose. For New York, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here's Randall. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jay, the pass to Jokic. And that one drops for him. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now, here's Barrett. 20 points for him last game against Sacramento.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
To the paint, here's Chip. Oh, what a finish!
Good. So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
And so here is New York. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
For the Knicks, Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Nerlens Noel comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Peyton in for Derrick Rose. Now, here's Barrett. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Denver with the ball. Following the miss by Taj Gibson. Here's Jay, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And Noel just staking his territory with his massive reach. That wingspan makes him an intimidating presence who covers a lot of ground quickly. Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him. And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Burks looking around. From 12 feet out, and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nuggets leading by 10. Gordon, the pass to Jay. Back to Gordon. It's deflected.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end. And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Now here's Gordon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Barrett. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles.
With a platoon swap here on the floor. Setting the floor for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Derrick Rose. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay, in that last matchup against the Thunder, put on a show. He scored 36 points, and it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
With one on the clock, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And this is what happens when Millsap gets deep inside. Superb at finishing with force.
And stolen by Murray. An even 3-on-3 break. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum. Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Here's Randall. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Jay, the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Basket counts. Porter's got the lead up to 14 now for Denver.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Burks, the pass to Randall. Back to Burks. Passes to Robinson. They get a hand on it. Jokic with the steal. Murray with it, and Rose picks him up defensively.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
It's checked in for Burks. Here's Rose. Quickly, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instinct. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
Wide open look here for Murray. Buries the long-range jumper. Murray's got 14 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Rose against Murray. And it's Rose penetrating, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, Rose is a marvelous athlete who's really good at taking it to the cup, and he's hard to cover because of that.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Free throw good, Murray.
And, you look at the evolution of Murray, and it's exciting to watch, quite honestly. He's a combo guard. He's got great range and scoring ability, but I like the way he's developing as a playmaker, too.
And it's Rose penetrating.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
I'll tell you what, Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players because he's so effective, scores at an efficient clip, rebounds the ball well, and defends multiple positions too. He gives you everything.
Here's the floater. Rose can't hit.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
No good from Jay. Knicks trail by 21. Here's Barrett. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And what a basket by Barrett, looking unafraid to take on these difficult challenges down low.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
Here's Jay. To the wing on the left. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah,
that
no
long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah,
91.
Every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. He didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember, I think it was yesterday.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Feeds to Randall. Some nice passing by New York here. New York, no good that time either.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Porter passes to Jokic. The pass to Jay. Here's Najee. Just 5 on the clock. He goes up again, and Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 16.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
New York calls timeout.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Pass to Najee. Over Randall, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. He has 6.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Barrett finds Randall. Yep, that one goes.
And saying, you want a piece of this? Randall easily getting the better of that exchange.
Jokic draws the double. Pass to Najee. To the middle. And the rejection by Noel.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
40 seconds left to play in the first half. Jay.
Go the other way.
Both teams will make substitutions. So it's Denver feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
We got to protect the paint. They getting way too many easy baskets. That's us communication on front and the post, and, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jay out there with Murray, and it's Porter at the 3 spot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. From deep, Rose. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic just got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Millsap. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. To the inside. Robinson that time on the assist by Barrett.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Barrett against Porter. And it's Murray with the jam.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Outside Rose. Randall finds Rose. Back to Randall. Makes it off the glass. Randall's got 9.
knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
This is it to Jay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Quickly. To the wing right side. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 6 points for him.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
Here's Murray, and then Murray with the jam.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Rose passes to Randall over Millsap. Here's Robinson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Oh, nice double pump finish there. Strictly for the fans.
That one misses for Robinson. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Knicks trail by 21. And here's Rose. 20 points for him. And finished off by Rose.
You know, this is what Rose does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
Rose against Murray. Down low, Millsap, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Millsap's got 11.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Murray against Rose. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
You know, you can't let Rose get this close because when you do, he's going to cook you.
Murray finds Jokic. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
New York calls timeout.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia, Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Burks, he's checked in for the Knicks. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
On defense, Denver. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points, and finished off by Robinson.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And Jokic slams it in.
I am very impressed with the poise Jokic has shown tonight. He's been unflappable no matter what they've thrown at him.
Knicks have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Kicks it to Burks. Knocked away. Here's Randall. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
And there's the pass to Jay. Now here's Millsap. Jay. Burks covering. Shot clock at 6. Inside. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Murray. Millsap's got 6 here in this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's Jay outside for Millsap. That shot off. The Knicks go the other way with it. Pass to Burks. Lays it up off the glass. Burks has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Count that bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Quickly. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Porter's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Murray. The teardrop falls in. Murray's got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he...
Both teams making substitutions here. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Denver.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Rose. Noel is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Payton in at the point.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
There's a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something. We could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. To the middle. And it's Rose. This time the assist from Payton. Rose has got 10 points here in the second half.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Jay, the pass to Gordon. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact.
for Denver. Martin's checked in for Gordon. Jay comes in for Jamal Murray. And Hayes subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Free throw good, Burks. Here's Hayes. Down low, it's tipped. Randall with the ball. Now Green defending. Barrett. That shot off the mark. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching genes?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or Katie in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. And a new group in for the Knicks. Toppin, he's checked in for Noel. Kevin Knox comes in for Julius Randle. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Ntilikina in for Alec Burks.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Jay the pass to Najee. Here's Hayes. The three-pointer, no good.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Offensive rebound, Gibson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Gibson is a handful to deal with inside at times. Good at forcing the defense to foul.
Harrison's checked in for Denver. And both free throws good from Gibson. 1:43 left in the fourth. Now Hayes. To the inside. Here's Jay. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree, by all accounts, he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jamal Murray.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hayes with it. To the paint. Here's Jay. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
At the line for your Nuggets, number 9.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Knox for the three. That shot missing. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.
I need the money, I need it lump sum. I put that